lovies! So I hope your week is going well. I'm here with another makeup tutorial. This one is gonna be a brow tutorial. Before I start, I'll leave you guys know I already primed my face already. I'm gonna start with my brows first before I do any look. Tell you the products that I'm using, as well as I'm going to be telling you the different ways that you can accomplish a brow. Different products that you can use as well. You have brow gels, which I need to get my hands on. One that I would recommend is Anastasia. Her gel brows are really good. It's quite pricey. It's probably 30 euros at Douglas. Elf as well have brow gels. And, you know, other cosmetics, you can find the brands. Then you have powders, for example, from EyeBrow. These are powders that I use from time to time, but I mainly use a pencil. Yeah. What I do to define my brows, especially in the middle corner of my brows, to define them, I use a product from MUA, the Brow Definer. It's like a brow mascara, a tint brow mascara. This one is in the shade of dark brown. And you guys can check that out. You can get it at EyeBrow. Concealer. What I use to highlight my eyebrows is more to sculpt. And that would be this color. This is my Hema concealer palette, of course. And I normally use this color right here to conceal my brows. Why I use concealers? Not everyone uses concealers. If you're using, for example, the Anastasia brow gel, you don't need concealers. It's really your preference. You can just simply use a Q-tip and clean up along your brows. And it's a brow gel that starts off as a gel, but when it's set, it looks as real as can be. I do recommend those brow gels. Brushes that we're going to be using, well, I'm going to be using, is from e.l.f. 2 brushes from e.l.f. This is the lash as well as brow brush. And then you have the concealer brush. And as you can see, it's really fine. I'll be using to sculpt my eyebrows. Said before, I already primed, and what I used to prime was my e.l.f. primer, as well as my Catrice primer. This one is for priming your pores. I have a lot on my cheeks, and this is just for your overall face. This is a hydration primer. First, I'm gonna brush my brows upward, just like that, just for me to get the shape that is already created. I'm gonna simply brush it upwards to see my shape. As you can see, my brows actually need to get done, but we're not gonna worry about that. See, I love my eyebrows being very thick, so this is just how I do it. I'm gonna use my brow definer now to go in. I'm not using it to the end of my brows. I'm actually just using it at the beginning, this first area, just to fill it in, and of course, as it says, define my brows. The tail of your eyebrows. Go back in with the brushing to make sure it's well groomed. And your define mascara, it filled in on all the spots that you needed it to cover. My brown pencil. I got this from Big Bazaar. It was like for a few cents. What I'll always advise you girls to do is when you're going to do your brow, sharpen your pencil. It's always better to do your brows with a sharpened pencil when it comes to sculpting them. And less mistakes as well. Now, what I'm going to do is focus on my tails. Now, for ladies who do not have any tails, like hair like mine, what I can recommend is you actually create your own tail natural as possible. So please do not go brows all the way here. You want to learn how your brows should start and where it should end and where the arch needs to be. Grab a brush or a pen or a pencil, anything straight, and you're going to just place it to the inner corner of your nose, and that's where your brows should start, as you guys can see from mine. To figure out where your brows should end, you place it on the outer corner of your nostril and along the side of your eye. And as you can see, mine is ending perfectly where the arch should be. You can place it right in the middle of your nose and your nostril, and you place it right in the middle. So there's where my arch would be naturally. Well, right around here. Yes, naturally. And if you do the same, you can do to check it if it's straight, just like this, and you do it for the same side as well. Time to go back in with the pencil. We're gonna simply follow our line, our natural brow line, and we're gonna just move the pencil in that motion. And as you see, I'm just simply drawing it on, but not, well, if you have a pencil that has really good pigmentation and it's really soft, you don't even have to press really hard. It's always best to have a pencil that has great pigmentation. And then you're just simply going to go from the top and bring it down to attach. I advise you try do your brow as natural as possible. Just how your natural brow would form, you try and do it. You try and achieve that same look. So what I'm going to do now is go to the top of my brow and just simply straighten up the top just so it has that little, how to say, straight effect. Not too straight, but a little straight. Do that in and back down the corner again. Now, what I realized with my brows, in the tail, it needs some filling in with the pencil. So not too deep, but very, very lightly. Just pass your pencil inside on the areas that needs to be filled in. And what you're gonna do is start from the bottom and work your way up. So what I'm doing is putting my pencil right here and I'm working my way up. And this would make your brow a lot more natural and a lot more easier. So I just did this brow pretty much, and you guys get the idea. And now if you want, some people prefer to use the concealer, I do. Now if you see any flaws, any faults, if you just want to leave your brows just like this, you can just simply take a Q-tip again and clean out any fallouts that you see needs to straighten up. And you just do that by following along the line of your brow. And there you have it. That's just one way. Now, I love my concealer. And what I do is use a highlight color. Yes, a highlight color. To sculpt my brows, and then it naturally has a highlight underneath of it. So I'm going to take from my Hema palette my highlight color, and I'm just going to simply sculpt my brows. So the shape of my brows is pretty much cleaning up my brow, and what I love is how it holds my hair together, because as you can see, my brows are thick, really thick. So I'm just going to simply apply it from the beginning, straight across. And I'm going straight across with that. Now again, guys, this is just how I do it. There are really 100 different ways that you can find to accomplish your perfect brows. If you want, again, I'm just sharing how I accomplish my perfect brow, in my opinion. And now that's just the top. As you can see, it's already forming out the shape that I want for the under part. This is where it gets a little challenging for me, but I'm used to doing it now, and I know exactly how I want my shape to be. So what I do is, with the same highlight, just lightly go in on the inner, on my arch of my brow. I'm starting from there. And I'm just simply sliding it under, not too harsh, just in case you make any mistakes. You do not want to go in too harsh. And I'm just pretty much to the tail, attaching my top highlight to the bottom highlight. And there you have it, that perfect brow shape. And then I'll just go right in on the inner corner of my brows and pretty much sculpt or shape on my brow out from underneath. How I accomplish my perfect brow. I'll finish up this look, well, my other brow, that I've sculpted my brows, as you guys can see. This is the thickness that I like, and to me, I know it can be a lot smaller, but right now I really like them, and I have to tweeze my eyebrows as well. So I try to do them to the best that I could, and as you guys can see, they're perfect. Now what I'll tell you guys to do, when you're finished sculpting them, just blend it out. Blend it all out into your natural skin. And watch how I blend it into my skin. Just pretty much dabbing. And this is my sponge that I use for only my highlights. With blending, guys, you want to blend it out to get your natural highlight. And again, this is before your foundation. This is how I've blended in my highlight. And I'm going to get back to you guys with the overall look. Guys, this is the overall look. I hope you guys loved it. Just giving you a heads up, I simply just pressed my face with my press powder from MAC, well, set my face. I did not do, of course, any facial extras, but like, you know, contouring, highlighting, just my foundation, and it's just to give you guys this amazing brow tutorial, how I accomplish my brows. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will be adding the link to that as well. So love you guys a lot, and look out for my website. It's coming soon. And please, also, I'm doing promotions for henna. So guys, check me out. My Facebook is Chelsea Brooks, as you guys already know. And then you have my Instagram, Makeup by Chelsea, or you can find me under Chelsea_Brooks. Thank you guys for watching.